What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Okay It's Time. There is another wonderful, immaculate artist that is going to sit right next to me in just a few minutes, and I am 100% elated to have this person because they have a project that's about to release. They're super, super talented. They were part of a group that I loved, and I just listen. I got their stuff. You know, I ain't gonna even say it because I don't want to give it away. But I will say, listen, this guy is super talented. He dances. He sings a little bit. You know, he got a little singing that he gonna do. You know, I'm probably put him on the spot to have him sing. But I am talking about none other than Rebel.
REB3L. Let's give him hell. What's up?
What's good, man? I remember a little less than a year ago I met you, and you know you were part of this group called PTSD.
You know
and when I tell you, I was captivated. I was like, what? Like, people do it like this? Like, people serious like that? Like, they really do it like that? Like, they do it? Dude, y'all like had this energy out of this world, and I was just like, okay, you know, I'm not on that level. I need to work harder. Like, I gotta put some more work in, you know. First off, have you always been super talented in rapping and music and all of this?
I've always been the GOAT.
Okay,
So.
okay, all right, okay.
I feel like I've always been honestly made to do entertainment to some sort of extent.
Okay.
I grew up, you know, dancing in talent shows, you know, doing like little skits and stuff like that here for my family and stuff like that. I wrote a book a year and a half ago, but ultimately I've always kind of felt like I've had that music bug in me just because I love music. Like, music is literally my all in all. Like, I get up in the morning, I listen to music. When I'm driving somewhere, I listen to music. Before I go to sleep, I try to listen to music. So ultimately, music was always going to be in my life some way, somehow. And I will say that rapping wasn't the first thing I thought I was going to be doing, like, you know, going into 30.
Okay, going into 30. All right. Okay.
And still,
look at him, y'all.
But it has really given me a new confidence, given me just a new outlook on life, and really just turn my shit up. Right. So yeah.
Right. So growing up, being this person that used to dance in talent shows and stuff like that, did you always have, like, you know, the support that you needed to do these things?
Like, I will say I appreciate is that my family, as far as like my mom, I have 3 older sisters. I'm the youngest and only boy.
Okay.
We're very close. Like, up to this day, like, we have a family group chat. We talk every morning, every afternoon, every night. So we've always been very close. Of course, you know, being gay, you know, especially with my family being from the islands, that kind of caused a bit of a disconnect at one point in time. But ultimately, you know, as they kind of came around to it, it's just like, I'm still me. Okay. But I've always kind of had their support as far as anything I wanted to do, like, just because I have literally changed career paths probably every year since I was like 16. I wanted to be a choreographer. I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be a police officer. I joined the Army. I was in the Army for 2 years.
Wow.
I was a stripper.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. So a stripper.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So okay. We're gonna dial it back just a little bit. Just a little bit. So you mentioned that you being gay and, you know, your mom being from the islands and stuff like that, having, you know, some struggles. How was that? Like when did you come to that inclination or understanding that, hey, I'm gay, or I might be gay, or there's a possibility I might have a little something that's different about me?
For me, I've always been attracted to guys. Mm-hmm. I ultimately kind of knew that being with a female wasn't gonna be my thing. Mm-hmm. But there was a situation
Okay.
that that once my mom found out, you know, by the way that she found out,
Which was
my mom saw a video.
okay.
Yeah, she saw a very explicit video of me at a very young
Of
age.
you. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Of you.
Rebel R&B. So no, but ultimately, I you know had to kind of face the music at that point in time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was loud music.
And I think, I will say, I appreciate my mom for the strength that she had at that time, just because honestly, you know, being the fact that I was the only boy, you know, I didn't have a father figure around. I guess it was really, I knew that she probably blamed herself for a lot of it. Like, as far as, you know, me being attracted to other males and whatever case may be. But ultimately,
That ain't had nothing to do with it.
I like niggas for a minute. So, fast forward, like I said, she had an issue in the beginning, and I feel like it was really just because she didn't understand it. Like, growing up, like the way in the time that she grew up, in the area that she grew up in, you know, St. Thomas. She was born in Montserrat, so the islands, you know, that's very kind of, you know,
frowned upon,
like heavy. So, like I said, later on, as me and her became closer, as far as like our relationship and me starting to really share things with her as in regards of, you know, how I felt just as a person, now, me and her talk, like I said, every day. I was, wow, we about to get into some things.
Okay.
I was married.
Okay.
And she walked me down the aisle.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. So coming from the person who took me to the front of the altar saying that she wanted a son, not a daughter, to
Okay.
literally walking me down the aisle, I will say, thank you, Mom.
Wow.
But yeah, my family, all in all, has always been pretty supportive. My sisters are my best friends, so and they got kids, and my nephews and my niece, they're all like kids of mine. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. So with in between the time of you getting to this beautiful place, and of course, you know, being walked down the aisle.
It's a little rough now.
It's a little rough now.
It's rough as fuck.
Okay. Well, you know, just kind of getting into that. I'll say to the space that you are now with your mom. How was that for your mental? How was that for just, you know, your overall, you know, psyche and just mental, you know, dealing with that?
I've of course went through, you know, different things as far as, and I've attempted suicide. I had
Really? Wow.
I attempted suicide. I spent, you know, almost a month in a psychiatric hospital. Was diagnosed with bipolar depression, you know, anxiety, depression, all that. So my things that I've went through have all kind of impacted, you know, where I am today, just because I feel like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be the badass I am today. Just because, you know, I feel like I've literally been fighting all my damn life.
Right.
And that's kind of like where I got the name Rebel from. Like my uncle, rest in peace. My uncle actually gave me the name Rebel when I was like 15. And he was just, and how he gave it to me was, you know, I was the rebel of the family. I was the one that, you know, didn't care about, you know, what people ultimately thought. This was even before anybody really knew I was gay. I was almost kind of that, you know, that little rock star of the family. But all of those, you know, situations, they have impacted my, you know, mental state. But I will say that music and like writing has been kind of the outlet that I've used to really kind of break free and kind of, you know, share these experiences, to kind of also figure out who else is going through this shit. Because, you know, sometimes you need a community. Sometimes you need to kind of feel that, you know, you're not the only one going through it.
Definitely.
To kind of make it seem I don't want to say normal, but you know, normal in a sense.
And I mean, the thing is you know, to be realistic, it is normal. It is normal to have ups and downs in life. It is normal to have, you know, low moments to the point where you feel like you're alone. You feel like there's no one there with you or supporting you. And then eventually, once you're able to get out of it, and sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need, you know, a doctor to prescribe you something, or sometimes you need a person to be there in your corner and just say, hey, look, you're worth it, or hey, look, no, this like this is normal. And that's one of the reasons that, like, I'm so adamant about trying to position myself in a place where people's stories are told, so that people know that, like, you're not alone in this world. Like, we are all here in the same world, living similar lives, having similar experiences, or maybe completely different, drastic ends of the spectrum experiences, but it still comes out to the same outcome of we're not alone. You know, so I'm definitely happy that you didn't succeed in your attempt, and I'm super excited to have, you know, such a talent, you know, sitting in front of me on my couch, like he on my couch, y'all. So, of course, being a part of a rock star group and everything and stuff like that, like I said, PTSD. First off, where did the name come from?
So me and Moody have always been people that are not afraid to share things that we've experienced. So ultimately, it started out with when we were in his garage writing raps and stuff like that. One day we would like say shit, and we would like put that shit down, and we was like, put that shit down, PTSD. So we kind of stuck with that, and then, like, as we kind of grew, you know, with dropping our EP PSA, really and truly, PTSD stands for everything that we've been through. We put it in our music. Every type of, you know, experience, any bit of trauma, we turn that into a bop. So.
And it's definitely some bops, y'all. When I say it's some bops, like, you know, listen, I wish I knew all the lyrics and stuff like that, but you know, put that shit on.
And just wait till Billy. What?
See,
Yeah.
y'all, we're gonna go to a quick break, and we're gonna play one of the songs from PTSD, and we will be right.
PTSD. You know who it be. What they want? They say they want a twerk song, put the shit on. Tell them hating motherfuckers that we too grown. Been poppin' since the church phones, yeah, we been on. If it ain't talking money, leave it alone. They say they want a twerk song, put the shit on. Tell them hating motherfuckers that we too grown. Been poppin' since the church phones, yeah, we been on. If it ain't talking money, leave it alone. I heard you wanna see some ass, I wanna check though. Better get them dollars, I like their first name is Creplo. Where did that bro? Heard you be with bunnies, not like that though. We ain't playing fair, you should call the fucking rap hoe. We gave y'all rap, R&B, and now we bout to pop. We showing y'all some versatility, y'all playing top. I know y'all haters till we fall. You niggas flop, any category. You hoes, a fucking chop. They twerking in the club and never twerking on dick. We don't even need a feature, bitch, you know it's a hit. Got them walking like a dog and then they smelling like shit.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to OK It's Time. Hopefully you enjoyed that song by PTSD. Before the break, we were discussing a little bit about, you know, PTSD and how basically Moody kind of helped you drive into this music thing and stuff like that. So how has it been being in a duo?
I will say that I kind of learned the hard way that you're not always going to be on the same page as your partner. It really kind of taught me that, you know, and we kind of addressed it in Elephant in the Room on Billy, but that I can't expect both of us to be on the same wave if we both don't put in the work to be on that same wave. And that's what kind of drove, I wouldn't say the breakup, but the branching. I'm not gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a branch. We just figured it out. It was a branching out.
Right, exactly.
It was a branch out. But yeah, that's what kind of caused the branch out to, just as far as us, you know, stepping into who we are as not only a person but as an artist, and you know who we really want to be in the long run. I don't have any complaints. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I tell anybody, it's PTSD to the death of me.
Yes.
Like, it is truly. That's my mom and them calling. I told you.
Don't answer if you need to, and let them know what you're doing.
Because y'all, this is it's a group. Hey y'all. So I'm actually in an interview. Say hey everybody. But I'm in an interview and I'm talking about y'all. So I gotta call y'all back. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I told you it's a ritual.
Yes,
so.
yes, I see.
If I didn't answer, they would legit blow my shit up.
Yeah.
Probably pull up, you know, at some point in time. Where the hell you at?
Yeah.
But no, all in all, like I said, I tell anybody it's PTSD to the death of me.
Yes.
If it wasn't for PTSD, if it wasn't for Moody, I wouldn't have found the confidence that I have today to come out with a debut album. Like a solo debut album.
Listen, yo, I'm gonna say I got a little sneak peek, you know, of it, and you don't want to miss it. I'm just gonna say that. I ain't gonna say nothing else because I kind of want to be invited to hear some more. So don't. But I ain't gonna tell him that though. But no, so like. A lot of times, like when people break up, people think that that's, you know, a negative thing and stuff like that. So it's actually very, very refreshing to hear someone that is so reluctant to say a breakup and more of a branch out, because you know that's, you know, your family, and there's 100% possibilities that, you know, you all are going to get back together and do more work together and stuff like that, which of course you have Moody on, you know, the album. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that did my heart.
And I don't want to, but fuck it. Yeah, Moody is actually going to be coming out with his solo song sometime soon. So, sorry. Fuck it.
Here first, I'm so excited that I get this information, like, on camera. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all right, anyway. But going into that, like, the artistry, every time that I heard a song, I never, even to the new songs that I heard, I never heard anything that, like, didn't fit you or that you didn't fit. Like, so is this intentional, or is it something that, like, you just throwing it up in the wind and saying, okay, I'm just gonna hop on it because I'm that cold?
To an extent, it's intentional. Like, I have one engineer. Mm-hmm. Like, I've worked with other engineers and stuff like that, but the engineer that Kid Ambition, shout out to you, Kid.
Hey.
He has produced and engineered my entire album, and I will say that when I go into the studio and he's always like excited to hear what I got next, because he knows what I got next does not sound like anything that I had like last week or 2 days ago. Okay. Legit. I don't want to even call it luck, but because every time, like, even sometimes I leave a session, I'm just like, holy shit, that is not what I expected it to sound like. But it's just like it's better than what I expected, because when I write a song, I'll legit stick with it for like a day or two and play, like, you know what I'm saying, just listen to the instrumental, you know, play with it a couple times. But once I get in the studio, it's like literally a different it's like Beyonce walks in that bitch.
Okay. Okay, now.
It's like literally Beyonce walks in that bitch, and it's just like it's time to go to work.
Going a little deeper into your new project, is it just a conglomerate of songs that you were just basically throwing against the wall and stuff like that? I know that you said you kind of want to stretch yourself and challenge yourself with, you know, different sounds and things like that. So is this something that's like a story, or is it like a, what you can tell? Because I know, everything is exclusive now.
No, with you, I'll share.
Okay.
We here.
Yeah.
But I ultimately wanted to create a story. Like I said, I wrote a book a year and a half ago called "I Don't Want to Live Forever, but I Don't Want to Die," and it was a series of poems just telling about different things in my life. Different, experiences, obstacles that I've been through. And I wanted Billy to ultimately be the same thing, but in music form. Billy the intro was what started the whole, album thing, because I heard the Billy intro beat and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I want to write to this. So I legit sat, I was in my car and I wrote Billy in probably an hour. And
That's talent, y'all.
but once I wrote Billy, I was like, okay, I can't release this as just a single. I have to now create an album. Funny thing is, I wrote Billy on September 28th.
Wow.
I got everybody I want to be on it. Like, I got, I figured out all the songs, and up to the last song that I recorded, which was Elephant in the Room with Moody, that was like the final piece to like everything. And I just was like, you know what? If I'm gonna come out, I can't come out half-assed. I ultimately knew that Billy is what is going to make me the GOAT, the legend in this music industry. And I wanted each and every track to tell a different story of me, and ultimately tell, all in all, tell the entire story of Billy, which is the greatest rapper of all time, which is REB3L. And
that's him, y'all. If y'all didn't catch it,
there we go.
That's him right here.
Coming out in a couple days. I don't even know how. The 31st, Halloween.
What, 4 days?
Billy.
Is it 4 days?
4 days today. 4 days today. Yeah.
4 days. Listen, I most definitely look forward to experiencing this piece of art.
I love that word, experience.
I've already gotten a taste, y'all, and I'm already like, I want more. And one thing that I could say is, coming from some of the struggles and things that you've endured to make it to where you are now, it's definitely a true testament to how strong you are. And there's a strength in also being open and honest with perfect strangers, which is all of the viewers that will be watching. Some will be familiar, some won't. And I 100% thank you so much for just being vulnerable enough and open enough to share some of the things that you've dealt with, because it's a hard life out here. And a lot of people will put on that front because of social media. Like, I remember before social media, like, you didn't know nothing about nobody unless somebody was telling somebody that told somebody that told somebody. And it went, real slow. Now, it's like that. But for you to have the first off, the courage to even step out and pursue anything that you love is one thing. But then also to step away from what started you is even more terrifying. And that just is a testament to the strength, in you as well. And then how fast this body of work came, like, that's just a testament to your talent.
And as fast as it may seem, it feels like a forever ago. Like, honestly, it feels like it was years ago that I kind of came up with this whole concept. But all in all, like, I even say in my outro on Billy, Grammy acceptance speech,
Exactly.
outro.
As you should.
But ultimately, Billy has been a healing experience for me. Same way my book was. It was kind of like things that, ultimately I bottled up inside. I legit put it in my pen. I put it and I left it in that studio. And I really wanted to heal from everything that's kind of been holding me back. Like, cause as hard as that may seem, I'm a softie. I am dead ass. Like, I love to cry. Like, I'm a softie. And ultimately, I knew that I wanted I wanted every song on Billy for people to feel me. And for people to really understand that, like you said, I'm just like them, but I'm also very much so different. And there's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with going through the things that I've been through. There's nothing wrong with going through things that you've been through, as long as, we're still here to be able to, and you don't even have to share your story, but you have to ultimately live in your truth of who you are as a person. And that is who I try to, emulate as far as like rebel. Is like the whole rebel persona is very much so I am who I am, and whether you ultimately like it or not, I'm gonna be this nigga. I bet you gonna like me. I bet you gonna like my song.
Listen, this has been another episode of Okay It's Time. I cannot thank you enough for being a part of this show. So I don't know if y'all know or not, but supposedly this is like one of his first interviews ever.
It actually is. It is my first solo interview as Billy. So shout out to Aaron Chase here. No, hold on. I just want to say that when I found word, and I don't want to, bust out, my sources.
Okay.
Of, you're going to do an interview with Aaron Chase. I said, what? I said, period. All right. Let's not do it this day because I'm not going to have a haircut, but
okay.
Let's do it this day when I have a haircut and like when I have everything kind of get together. But no, like one thing about me, I'm very big on auras. I'm very big on vibes, and from the beginning, from meeting you at, I think it was don't tell me. It was the manifestation tour. It was was it the manifestation tour? It wasn't the manifestation tour. It was the one we was at Dreamland. Mm-hmm. And like I told him, I was like, he has a really good spirit. And like I said, I've been following you, and just everything you kind of embody. You're just a good person. I fuck with good people.
Come on now, I'm not a good person. We know I'm not a good person. No,
what's it? Let me talk to my audience. Let me ask my audience. But no, like, and you don't even have to be like the good person as far as, like, what I'm saying, perfect, because I'm not perfect. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm all that shit and above. But if I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? It makes this right here makes sense, and I appreciate you for having me on this platform. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to really share my art with your audience, and yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate that. It's time.
Listen,
motherfuckers.
It's time. It is time, and it is always time to grow and become better than the day before. So I applaud you for stepping out there, for sharing your story, and everybody be sure, okay, on Sunday, which is Halloween,
October 31st.
Okay, this year, okay, make sure that you get that album. Now you can pre-order it. How?
So go into iTunes or whatever. If you got Android and shit, you can go into like whatever. I don't know what they be having, but but just ultimately just search REB3L. I promise you, I'm the only nigga that's gonna pop up. REB3L Billy, and you're gonna see a gold goat. Once you see that gold goat, once you see that ultimate bomb ass cover shot by created by my nephew.
Wow.
My 19-year-old nephew that's in college right now. Like he does like most of my graphics. Him and him he does most of my graphics. But once you see that gold goat, and then also you can just go to my website rebelwitha3.com and you'll see all that shit. I got a website. So
Can't listen.
rebelwitha3.com.
Can't mess with this man. When I tell you, you just got everything handled, everything covered. So, again, everybody, please make sure that you download and stream. And again, man, just thank you so much. But this has been another episode of Okay, It's Time. Peace out.
Woo! That was amazing! Oh my god! I don't know if it's because I'm lit,
Possibly.
but no, I'm not even that lit.
Yeah.